Thank you very much. If anyone wants to know why it's so important that we have groups like Fishing for Leave, fighting for the Brexit that most of our coastal communities up and down the whole of the United Kingdom voted for, then they should look no further than Aberdeenshire Council just last week. SNP, Labour, Lib Dem and Green councillors all coming together to demand a second referendum on Brexit. And that is in the heartland of the British fishing industry. I am astonished that SNP members representing fishing communities would seek to betray fishermen, to drag them back into the common fisheries policy and disregard their views altogether. Therefore, it is vital that we keep speaking up for Brexit and for what it will do to revitalise our fishing industry and our coastal communities. Freed from the common fisheries policy, we as a nation will be able to conduct our own fisheries policy on our terms. That means stopping free access to our waters for European boats. It means sustainable fisheries and having plenty of our fishermen to catch plenty of our fish. We'll also be free from EU regulations decided by the unelected and the unaccountable that only serve to put additional burdens on our fishermen. So take the discard ban, which is due to come into force next year. Nobody wants discards, but the EU ban just forces fishermen to land unwanted fish that contribute to or exceed these strict quotas. It'll do far less to preserve fish stocks and far more to make life difficult for our fishermen. Repealing these unworkable regulations and bringing in smarter solutions must be at the top of our post-Brexit agenda for reviving the fishing industry. Because reviving the fishing industry is not only good for fishermen themselves, it's good for our coastal communities as a whole. It's good for the seafood processing sector. It's good for the food and drink sector. And it's good for the entire economy. Our waters, our fisheries, are one of our great national resources. It's time, after 45 years, for us to take pride in them, to take control of them, and let our coastal economy truly flourish and reach its full potential. Frankly, I think British fishing has suffered under EU rule for long enough, and I'm beyond angry and disappointed that our exit for the common fisheries policy is being delayed until the end of 2020. In fact, I was so incensed, I joined Aaron and a creative haddock on a boat in the Thames, and I fear for what the EU, having carte blanche to dictate our fisheries policy up to 2020, could do to our industry. It's only 1 year, yes, but we have seen in the last 2 years just how vindictive an organisation the EU can be. I hope that the government will use what remains of the negotiation period to deliver a quick and clean Brexit for British fishing, and to recommit to no compromise on control of our waters after 2020. These concerns and these opportunities underscore why we need voices speaking up for Brexit. And that is why I am so pleased that we will have Owen Patterson speaking to us this afternoon, who is one of the most important voices doing just that. Because having served as both Northern Ireland Secretary and as DEFRA Secretary, Owen speaks with real experience, knowledge and gravitas on some of the most crucial issues surrounding Brexit. And he's a powerful antidote to an arrogant Remain narrative that claims a monopoly on the truth. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's truly an honour and a privilege for me to be with you and to hand over to our next speaker, who is called Paul Lyons. He's fishing for Leave East Anglia. He will be able to talk to you about the real devastation that EU regulations and policies have had on the fishing industry from the coal face. Thank you so much for listening. It was great to be with you, and enjoy the rest of the evening.